Oh boy. I do love the Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition soundtrack. It's probably my favorite part of the whole game, to be honest with you, as someone who never really played too much Age of Empires 1. I love it. I think it's great. And, that's kind of something that really makes me hyped for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. The idea that they could be doing a remastered soundtrack. I can't wait to hear it. I'm ready for that. My body is ready. My mind is ready. My soul is ready. I need that in my life.
The orchestral sounds of AoE 1, but with the AoE 2 soundtracks.
You know what? Actually,
would be insane.
I'm certain there will be a remastered Age of Empires 2 DE soundtrack, because I asked someone at Microsoft. I said, if you're remastering the soundtrack, can you please tell me so I can fly over and witness it live, because I want to be in the room with the orchestra
when it plays,
when they
just
do it,
feel the sound, just absorb it all.
I said, please tell me, because I will fly over to see that, and they said, oh, it's too late. I was like, well, goddamn. I don't know if they just said that to throw me off the scent, or if maybe there isn't even a remastered soundtrack, but that is a hint to me that maybe, just maybe, there is.
There could be.
I'm hoping for it, really. Anyway, enough sidetrack talk. AM Suomi.
Here we go. We've got two of the competing teams. They're both trying really, really hard, and they both have incredibly different play styles.
Yes.
Suomi is very much a sort of, okay, guys, we're going to do a bit of a team wall, and someone's going to sling Max, and then we're going to get him in a really powerful position. We're going to boost his power up so that he can, sort of fight in the mid game and let the rest of us catch up.
I mean,
and AM's like the opposite of that. They're like, slinging? What's that?
Yeah.
We're just going to feudal rush you.
they do sling sometimes, but it's a very rare occasion that AM resort to slinging.
It's very much on specific maps.
Look at the stats as well. AM win 14, lost 11. Suomi won 13, lost 10. It's pretty
similar.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
But as you said, interestingly enough, like, they do have different play styles. As you said, get Max's power level over 9,000 and should be good. So let's see how it goes. Bog Island, first map. It's really just a water map. So
it's a water map, but you can still sort of do a little bit of land aggression.
We did see that, actually.
Like especially early game, there's a couple of scouts, and then late game, it's just mass siege.
VNA versus Team Secret,
which was an insane
Say
game.
My Name went for full siege and Mangadai as the Mongols.
And we were all like, why is he making so many Mangadai?
What's
problem? And then in the end, right, the Mangadai, they're so powerful, they clean off all of the rams so quickly. The question here is, though, which map do you want Mongols on?
Yeah,
Bog Island, Bog, Riverbed,
Bog.
Any of those three, they've all got arguments for picking Mongols.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Bog especially. We'll see. Let's just jump into the first game and see which civs are picked here. Mongols could be picked, absolutely, but no guarantees. There's only one way to find out, and that's actually to launch the game. People in the chat saying it's weird that there's been sort of radio silence on H2DE, and I completely agree with you. I actually tried to talk to the previous marketing manager at Microsoft and say, hey, as part of the ECL, could we potentially include like a dev diary for H2DE?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, that's a great idea, Zero Empires. Yeah, why don't we do that? Nothing happened.
Feels
like
bad.
It's just I feel like I'm full of good ideas, and
some of the time.
Every time.
No. A little full of himself.
I'm kidding. But I do have ideas, and I tell them my ideas, and they say, oh yeah, that sounds good, and then nothing happens. So I would have loved to see a dev diary for H2DE, and I feel like, when you look at a game like Sea of Thieves, which is also developed by Rare, but it's a Microsoft published game.
Yeah.
They do dev diaries. They do really good stuff with their communication to the community. And it's like Age of Empires. What what is the community side of the game? Where is it? It's not there at all. Just look at Sea of Thieves. I know Microsoft can do it, but it's like for Age of Empires, they just dropped the ball on that one, didn't they?
It's not really a priority, I think.
Yeah, they just totally dropped the ball.
There are other sort of like, in quotation marks, the AAA sort of games that they have.
Minecraft, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is a great game, by the way. But anyway, cancelled inside Xbox announcements. It's like, hey guys, it's like worse than me in a way. It's like if
they
I
announce an announcement and then they cancel the announcement.
If I announce an announcement, at least there's an announcement.
Yeah, it happens.
They announce an announcement and they go, actually, sorry, no.
No, feels bad, man.
But anyway, AM versus Suomi. Game 1 here. It's best of 5 in the semis for the ECL Southeast Asia 3v3 stage. And on the flank here in the red, it is your boy Nikov playing as the Portuguese. In the pocket, it's your boy MBL playing as the Vietnamese. And on the east side, in the purple, it's your boy Leary playing as the Vikings in the purple.
Apparently, it's all your boys.
Well, they are Aftermath. They're all your boys.
Fair enough. Okay, and then for the other side, we have Max in the teal. He's unfortunately not the pocket. He's Viking flank. They have Zupi as the Vietnamese pocket in the blue, and then finally Valese in the green Portuguese off to the western flank.
Yeah, which means that both Viking players are on the flank, and
I guess it's fair, right?
Yeah, it's fair, but if anything, you would like to have the Viking player in the pocket. Leary has been petitioning me over Discord recently to enable like picked positions, basically. You know, to use the user patch where you can set your position by color or whatever it is. I don't know how they do it, but
well,
I don't want to change the rules halfway through the tournament on that.
We had a discussion about that with some of the players and some of the teams like before ECL started, and nobody was incredibly hyped for it. Like, some people were like, yeah, we could maybe do it. Yeah, we can maybe not do it. And so we didn't do it to begin with. And now, if we introduce it at this point, so late in the tournament, it seems a little unfair to the teams who maybe could have won earlier stages if they had better positioning.
Right, exactly. And wow, look at this. MBL coming in with his scout, sees a water buffalo.
Just walks off with it. Yeah. Gonna send that to Leary. I'm sure he'll appreciate
Polaroid
it.
picture. Look at that tail wagging. As
getting
MBL
a little hot and flustered in here, Zach.
Don't tell them my secret. I love the water buffalo too much. So anyway, it looks like he'll send that over to Leary, and on the flank, that's okay. I do wonder if the Viking players would perhaps wall themselves in and still try an FC anyway. You kind of got to wall yourself in on this map to protect your wood lines regardless.
Yeah, you never want a sneaky demo on the wood line, which I absolutely love to see, but so often it doesn't happen.
Yeah, because this happens instead.
Right.
Although it's not fully walled.
Yeah, the boats can still sneak around there.
I feel like this is MBL's crux. I feel like he lost to this when he played Riverbed the first time. He didn't wall his map properly, and then the boat just went straight through, and he was like, I thought I walled it. No,
the boats can still go through the lakes.
Exactly. This is Bog Island, Alex the cat. But as you can see, there's some water in the middle. Nikov fishing away here with 3 fish. And Suomi seem to be, like, what fish? Like,
does Valesa not even have a dock?
Well, it doesn't look like it, does it? Valesa, well, he has got a dock. I can confirm he has a dock. But his fishing is so far away that he's not bothered, basically. I mean, there's no fish here.
It's 1 box total, not particularly great.
And there's no fish here.
Right, so he made a mill as his second building, and then I'm guessing he's added in the docks after clicking up.
Mm-hmm.
Which hurts a little bit, right? But I guess it's the same for the rest of them. They've decided, okay, there's not enough fish for us.
But he's against Nikov, who has 4 fish, because he built his dock really far forward and has the fish in the middle of the map.
That's quite a nice bonus for AM, right? The lake is so far to the north towards them that they're in...
Yeah, it's kind of closer to them, I guess. I mean, MBL has 3 fish here. Leary has 3 fish, but they're at the back fishing box turtles.
Isn't ideal, but it's still extra villagers doing stuff.
But Max, meanwhile, has 1 fish. Zupi just has 2. And Valesa has none. So economically, absolutely, AM have the lead right now.
Yeah, way ahead.
Yeah. So we see the scouts coming over on the left side. A little scuffle there. Zupi chasing down Nikov. Valesa would have liked to try and deny that dock, but Nikov does get it up. And I'm not going to make that punt, but
he's denying a third dot.
But they might still find the villager here. In fact, I think they will, because that villager will go down now to Valesa's scout.
And
that's
they could
good.
even pick off like a fishing ship,
maybe.
right? Yeah, just run over there and get in the way, attack them a little bit.
Good coordination from the Soumi team. That's what we've come to know and love by them.
And, you know, having Portuguese, you got free cartography from the Dark Age. So, you know, it helps those...
Yeah, the scout
little
engagements.
things, like especially like doing team walls in the mid-game, right? You've already got cartography. You don't need to waste time building a market or anything like that.
Right. So interestingly, Valesa going straight into galleys here, and we have Nikov going straight into fire galleys. So not necessarily a strong opening. He can't really take the engagement until he gets fletching in 5 or 6, or they could just walk straight past each other.
If neither of them notice, it's fine, right?
No, it's fine. If a boat sails past another boat and no one's looking, does it really happen? The age-old question. It looks like Valesa is actually trying to kill the fish here, and he's so close, but he doesn't want to sacrifice too much health on those galleys.
And sneaky demo coming around the back. Nope.
Not
he's
today.
Backing out.
I just want to point out, Max, big walls.
Big walls, slow fuel age. He's going straight FC.
And that is the Max in a nutshell, isn't it? But what I'd like to see from Lyri now is a demo raft. Oh, and he's making one. Demo raft hype.
Demos break through palisade walls incredibly quickly, but I think Max is... He's almost broken through that one.
Right here.
And then he demos the second one. Yeah, he could be in.
He'd be through. Max will be caught with his pants around his waist. Around his ankles. And if he gets caught with his pants around his waist, they've not moved. So
yeah,
that's not right.
I think it's around the ankles.
Yeah, it is around the ankles. Meanwhile, Zuppy from the pocket is going with the scouts, trying to raid where he can. And actually, Lyri's very open. He's not bothered to wall at all, which is kind of risky, to be honest. You know, a demo raft could come in here. He's not even made a barracks, so he doesn't have the opportunity to even make a spearman.
If those 4 scouts go to that wood line in the north, don't go to
which they should do, because I think Zuppy has the info. Oh, he doesn't.
No,
he doesn't have the info,
well,
but he finds the gold.
The problem is he can't really attack the other side of the gold because it's so close to the TC, right?
Still finds the villager.
He still gets one on the wrong side.
Meanwhile, the demo raft.
Oh, there's a stone.
And but the gate, it's stonewalled in. Okay.
So the gate doesn't
Good reaction from Max there.
Is he attacking the gate at the moment?
Yes.
The gate doesn't do anything. Because there's the palisade, there's a stone wall, like just to the south of it, and then there's a lumber camp. Right? So destroying the gate doesn't actually help you.
No, it doesn't. You're right, yeah. Sorry, it was like the gate definitely does something. It blocks him from going in.
But there's a lumber camp, right?
Yeah, but that also blocks him from going in. So yeah. But Max is well safe behind here. Castle Age coming in for him now. And I think he's looking to turn the tide of the battle once he gets to the Castle Age.
Yep. That's true. I feel like at this point, Lyri should just say, okay, well, I can't get into Max. I just need to go double somebody else.
Yeah, but he's not doubling anyone.
Right, he's just sort of
sitting here, over here
attacking walls, not doing anything to anyone.
How are the scouts going for Zuppy, by the way? They seem to be doing quite well.
He's walled and MBL sending
MBL's bringing the spears. Wow. That's good teamwork. I like that.
That's true. Okay, and the scouts are getting in there again. There's 1 spearman and there's 2 more coming in.
Oh, ouch.
Ooh, that was nasty.
Poke, as Onlu would say. But yeah. Looks like Zuppy's going to go straight toward MBL. At least the scouting info will be present, and he can give the information that it is actually open here as well. So we could be seeing Valesa coming through in just a moment.
Oh boy.
Well, Ivik, I mean, technically, I guess I made the pun, right? But
yeah,
it's just
we can't ban
Travis,
Zach, though.
Travis picked up on it when no one else did. So I'm not sure why they've not indicated to go through here. They could get straight to MBL's wood line.
Maybe they
could. Yes.
Lyri's?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's trapped in, and the galleys can kill the spears.
That's I think what the plan is at this point.
Oh.
The scouts need to back off a little bit.
That's a big yikes.
Bait the spearmen towards the galleys. Oh no.
And those villagers on that wood line are going to get trapped up there. There's no way out for Lyri. He's got to run. And that's got to be 3 dead vills at least. Probably 4 or 5.
Okay. The spearmen, though, they just sort of didn't...
Okay, I way overestimated.
Yeah. They should get another one.
Maybe 2? 3? No, I said 3.
Okay,
3 at least.
3.
I was right on that. But, wait, no. Make it 4.
Maybe.
No.
No, okay.
Meanwhile, though, longboats coming in
Coming
hot
after
for Max.
And Leary getting War Galley himself, but his eco is going to be in a huge world of pain at the moment.
Yeah.
Half of his wood eco is just completely stopped.
Yeah, how is he going to make boats if he doesn't have any wood? That's a problem for Leary. He's got a good amount of wood in the bank, actually, which is lucky.
Well, he's just spent it all now.
Yeah, he's probably queuing boats.
Yeah.
I'm doing, well, actually, he's not queuing boats.
Not that many.
But in the chat, question from J Paint, how do I get these maps? If you're on Voobly, there is the ECL map pack on the Voobly workshop. You can download it, and all of the maps will be in your game automatically.
Right. But also, this map in particular, Bog Islands, that comes natively with both HD and Wallow Kingdoms.
True that.
So you can play them both natively, or you can use the slightly modified ECL versions if you want to have a slightly better gameplay experience.
Oh yes, Robo, slightly better gameplay experience. The changes are minimal, but they come with the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at Suomi's team wall here. It's done.
It's pretty solid.
It's complete, and it's stone as well.
Zuppy's. Oh wow, that's beautiful.
That's open, but that's closed.
Land-wise, yes, it's open, but at the moment everyone's making boats, so they're not really worried, I think.
I'd just like to raise a glass to Leary. Has the largest military in the game, even after losing his wood line.
True.
But
he does have the least villagers in the game.
Yes, that's true as well. But he can always get some sling, and that's exactly what's happening. MBL.
Right. But Max is also getting sling, and he's 15 mils ahead.
Which is how this usually goes, actually. Max does usually
just boom like a madman while being slung.
Yeah, exactly. And Max is scary when he does that.
Especially when he has a sort of carry sieve like this. I love this. All of his docks are hidden away in the back of his base, and he just passes out through these gates.
Yeah, a double gates, like an airlock. Just,
and this fishing ship's like, I want to just fish. And
Gate done. And, oh, wait, there's still a hole. There we go. Now it's an airlock. That's awesome. I love that. But yeah, I mean, speaking of locks, Leary is completely locked out of Zuppy's base. He can't do anything to get through here.
Two fishing ships, and that's about it.
However, Zuppy's still feudal, only has 900 health on his walls. So get Castle Age, and that doubles to 1800.
But he does not want to go Castle Age. He wants to keep slinging.
Exactly. But that's fine. Max will pick up the slack. And meanwhile, Nikov and Leary sort of grouping together in the middle of the map, wondering where to go and what to do, really, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it. And actually, Leary, look at his resources. He's got 600 food, nearly 400 gold. He might be saving for a really early imp with low villager count.
So I'm getting distracted by the
there's
chat.
a little bit of trolls happening in
lovely.
What Leary's age is.
Leary will be 16 for the rest of time.
I thought he was 15.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's funny. Like, he actually did have a birthday at the Escape launch event in January. We bought him a cake, and then he didn't eat it.
And then we ate it, and it was lovely.
I ate Leary's birthday cake.
We all had a little bit.
And I'm not ashamed.
It was a good cake.
It was a good cake.
It was brilliant.
Leary messed up.
Yeah.
He left that cake behind. But anyway, Leary just can't find anything on the map with these boats right here. And yeah, Nikov meanwhile switching to caravels. I love it.
That's a really early switch, but okay, we see Max. He's up to Imp. He's got the biggest economy in the game. Equal second largest military in the game. Longboats are probably better than your average fire ships. So he's pretty powerful. He's in a good position. Is he going to be able to do enough fighting 1v2 though?
Well, this is reminding me a lot of Secret versus someone of the team.
VNA.
Yeah. And it was Viper in Max's position. First to Imp, making a lot of boats, a lot of longboats, sort of had some map control, but then they weren't able to do enough damage. And then eventually the other players went up to Imp as well, and by that point...
And they were just booming a lot, so he kills 10 villagers, but they're booming, so, they just make 10 more and they're fine.
Yeah. And I think that it's going to be tough for Max here. He's only got 20 military. He's up against combined power of 50. And the Imperial Age is coming in for Leary as well. So I don't think that Soumi are in the clear here at all.
Oh, and he's only slightly ahead in villagers. It's only 10 more than Leary at this point.
Yeah, and not only that, but they don't have any map control either. So things are pretty tough here for the Soumi team.
Ooh, he's trying to go forwards, though. He's thinking, okay, let's get some rams. Let's push in. But losing docks, though, when he wants to be making more and more boats is not ideal.
No, it's not. And I'm wondering as well, Vilessa, what's he doing right now? Is he going to sling as well? Because he's lost his docks. He's kind of booming. But...
And then redock later?
That's it. I mean, like, he's not got any production. He's just adding TCs.
I'm just thinking, like, just imagine if Nikov just switched and made 20 knights and just ran into Vilessa's map.
Oh, could you imagine?
Right, just all of a sudden, there's 20 knights with +2 armor in your base.
And look at Nikov, though, as well, actually. Good village account for him. And he's going up to the Imperial Age now. Okay. It's like
2v1.
MBL is actually slinging both of his flanks. And what was this about Aftermath being a only standard play team?
They don't like slinging. They are very vocal about how much they hate slinging, but they know that they have to do it sometimes. Which, this seems to be a good map for slinging.
Yeah, looks like it, and it's definitely working out well for them here so far. MBL slinging over to Lyri, and he slung Nikov up to Imp as well. So Nikov can stand on his own 2 feet, but those few extra resources, meaning that AM are going to have 2 players in the Imperial Age.
For sure.
While all of the sling at the moment is going to Max, who is just spending it all on elite longboats. And while it's going quite well because he's pushing Lyri back right now.
Until he gets Galleon, he can't fight the longboats.
Yeah,
before
exactly.
Galleys. And so Max is just getting free kills.
A lot of free kills.
Right? If he can hit properly.
And he's going to go back now once Galleon comes in. He's also working on getting Rams out on the right side. And he's been denied that Siege Workshop actually there. But I think he'll be able to get some Rams out soon and start pushing. And I think the plan here is really just protect the Rams with the longboats and then sort of slow push with the Rams through Lyri's base.
He needs to be careful here. He doesn't want to get trapped.
Ooh, we got longboats coming out for Lyri as well here.
But without elite longboat, I feel like it's probably better to just keep making galleons until you can afford the full switch. Right?
I agree with that completely. But my big concern is Nikov. I mean, Nikov's kind of been like the dark horse here.
Right, he's just going to sort of roll in around the back and just trap him in there.
He's just been building up. He's not really been too active around the map. He's got a decent-sized navy, 30, which is only 5 less than Max. And now he's Imperial as well. And suddenly he can start moving out across the map. Bracer chemistry is coming in. And Max is going to be quite far away from his own base. And he's going to end up getting doubled. This could be really bad for Soumi here. And it could even be that AM will win the game in the next 5 minutes at this rate.
It's just all going to depend. How long can Max hold on for until Vilessa gets into the game? Right. And considering that Vilessa is, I guess, been full booming, he doesn't have that many more villages than Zubi, who's still feudal age. Right?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I think he got raided.
He must have lost villages somewhere. There's no way he's that far behind villager count.
Siege Ram's done as well now, though, and here goes Nikov trying to raid around the map. I just think Nikov hasn't been that effective, to be honest. He's got Elite Caravel on the way, but I don't know. I just think Nikov here, 26 kills and 9 deaths, pretty good. But it could be so much more impactful, I believe, if he came over here and
just came up here
Max
around the back, trap him in between their 2 armies, and then just, kill him.
Fire ships are pretty good against gates, though.
Right, and they're feudal age gates. They got half HP.
Zuppy, he's coming for you.
He's trying to mass wall up.
He's coming for you. Nikov's finally doing something, and it looks like, well, he's forgotten to send his army through, giving Zuppy a little bit of time to re-wall here. But with the caravels here as well, he could certainly be a nuisance.
Right, and these gates, most of them aren't even finished, so he's just going to break through those again. And this isn't looking too good. I guess Lyri, half his army's not fighting, which is nice for Max. The longboats will kill the rams faster than the galleons will, which helps a little bit, but
yeah, that's
so many boats here from Lyri.
Well, they're even on numbers, sort of even on military. We've also got Max with a guard tower, just to add a little bit. And yeah, the castle there. But Max's production might be suffering a little bit, and Zuppy, meanwhile...
Oh, they're in.
Oh, he's breached.
He's in.
Ouch.
And now they can sort of spread out. Oh, they're starting up trade as well. So Zuppy has 60 vills, and I'm guessing about 30 of them just made a great migration northwards.
So this is good now. Nikov actually being active, actually starting to do some serious damage. And for a long time, he wasn't. But now he's going to come to the back. He might find Vilessa. He might find some wood lions here. But Max has just thrown up a castle real quick. He might find some of the fledgling trade, the stuck trade carts. Who knows what he might find. He's also heading straight towards Vilessa's eco as well. He's got Caravel, but
8
no
military
elite.
versus 50. It's not looking good for Soumi.
Wow, you do not want like a ton of ships. Right?
Those are some good stone walls, though. He's
that was
trapping him on the other side. So he's forcing Nikov to kill Zupi, basically. That's basically what he said.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to build my walls and stay safe, and you just sort of do whatever you want to do.
And how are things going on the right side? That's a lot of rams, yeah. The rams are really what win or lose these fights, I think. Like, if you've got even numbers of boats, then 2 extra rams will make a huge difference.
It's sort of like a Mayans war. It's not the player with the most plumes. Like, once you've got 40 plumed archers, it's whoever has the most rams wins after that.
Exactly. And oh my goodness, look at Valessa here.
And caravels are not very good against fire ships.
No, not that there's that many fire ships there, but
there's still enough of them to make it dangerous for Valessa to take a fight. Not to mention, the
lack of elite.
10 times the amount of army he has.
Yeah, and the lack of upgrades.
Yeah.
He's doing elite caravel now.
And chemistry, but it's a little too slow.
Trying to buy time, but it's not looking good, is it? It's really not looking good. Oh, look at the rams on this castle. It's going to go down so quickly.
It's
GG called.
Well played, AM.
38-minute game, and AM coming out the gates, ready and raring to go. A first game win here for the AM team, and what a strong performance in game 1 on a very non-standard map as well, which is really, the impressive part about this. You kind of picture AM as being this very standard team. They don't really like sling. They don't really like non-standard maps, and then they come onto Bog Island against a seasoned team like Soumi that have this great team play, really good team walls, good sling strats, and then they just dominate them like this. Well played to AM, really well played. Nikov probably got a lot of hate that game from us, mostly because he wasn't doing much, but then once he breached Zupi's wall, that all changed, and the damage he did in the back here is insane, right? Like, even if he didn't kill that many vills, which, by the way, he did, because he's at 67 kills to 16 deaths, even if he didn't kill as many as he did, it still would have been great, forcing so much idle time, forcing the slinger to panic and put all the walls up, reducing the amount of resources that Zupi sent to Max, therefore having the knock-on effect that Max was losing against Leary on the east as well. So well played. And GG. Looks like AM starting strong.
Yeah, they're in a good position going forwards in this series.
Yeah, looks like Bog is up next as well.
Another map that they've been playing a lot. Sorry, excuse me. During the 1v1s, Hill Fort and Bog, they're the 2 most land mappy of the maps. Everything else is very much, half water, half land.
Yeah.
These 2, Hill Fort and Bog are both almost fully land. There's some water in the middle of the bog, but there's still so much land around the outsides.
Right, and it's an interesting point you mentioned Hill Fort, actually. No Hill Fort here.
I think Soumi probably just banned Hill Fort. Like, AM likes that map. You're not playing it.
Get rid of it. And they've done well. I don't think AM have lost a single Hill Fort game.
I don't think so.
In the 1v1s or in the team game.
Not that I can remember.
It's pretty good going.
AM's just like, okay, you ban Hill Fort. We like that, but we also like Bog, and enemy archipelago, that's something that might favor us. There's
actually
a bit of land on that.
Have we seen much enemy archipelago?
We saw it once in SY vs Frantic.
Yeah.
And
well, that's
that was
cool.
An insanely fun and chaotic map.
It's actually mental. I'm looking forward to that, because we will absolutely get to see that game in game 3, since this is a best of 5. It could be match point at that point, but we will definitely see it.
We'll find out after we get into this next one.
So Bog coming up next, which is not really a water map, by the way. So you got that one wrong, but
it is very much a water map. A little bit.
It's a hybrid map.
Yeah.
It's not a water map, though.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very much a lot of land, but there's also some water in the middle.
Mm-hmm. And you'll see the map now. We're going in about 3, 2, 1, and boom. There we go. Bog for game number 2. AM versus Soumi. And this map is one of my favorite maps in the pool, actually, because it's one of the maps where you really have to win on both the land and the water. Like, you want to win some water. You want to have some water control. So
there's a lot of fish, right?
But it's not really where the game is won or lost. It helps, but obviously around the edge, you can do so much damage. You can rush across the middle since it's all shallows, and it's almost impossible to wall it up. So scout rushes,
Can
Castle
sort of
Age Knight
they can just
rushes.
appear out of nowhere, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome. And around the edge as well, you've got to be careful on your flanks. So civ-wise here, we've got mirror civs, by the looks of things. As in the north of the map, in the purple, it's Lyri. He's playing as the Mayans there. In the pocket, we've got Nikov in the red, playing as the Mongols. And then on the south flank, it's MBL playing in the yellow as the Indians for Team AM. And is that a Rhino steal?
A very early Rhino steal.
Goodness me.
Rhino stealing is kind of like a mixed blessing on this map. Like, obviously, it's a nice boost. But both players get 3 Rhinos each, so it doesn't really handicap the other player that much. It's mostly just an extra benefit for yourself.
Yeah, I mean it's an 800 food swing.
Right. But
Which
normally when you steal a boar, right, you need both your boar if you want to click up really quickly.
That's true.
But here you can still do that if you lose 1 Rhino.
That's true.
If you did a double Rhino steal, well, that would be impressive.
Well, it would almost be impossible.
Well,
Not necessarily, but definitely.
it'd be very, very difficult for
It would
sure.
be very hard. So MBL also has his Rhinos forward, so
Could be a counter stolen.
could see a counter steal, but MBL Max doesn't scout it. Sorry.
That's unlucky. Maybe he'll see this villager walking back.
Oh, and he might try and lame the villager. I would.
For sure, or just take it.
If I was Max, I would just kill that villager right now. Oh no, MBL does lame.
Is there a hole in that wood line that MBL was trying to walk through?
Yeah, I think there is a hole in that wood line, but he can't get through it because, just pathing things.
Feels bad, man.
So maybe Max can block the Vil here and lame MBL back.
Right, but MBL's got his scout around. He's prepared. He doesn't want to take a scout fight against the villager and the scout.
Yeah,
right, he's almost equal in health
careful.
now in like just a second there.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful, but MBL won't get this Rhino in as fast as he might like. He has got the Rhino at the back still, but I don't know if he scouted that because he did go forward. And there you go. He's going around now. And Max is like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to lame you. And MBL's like, yeah, okay, let's fight. Max has got the hill. He's going to kill the scout. This is perfect. And meanwhile, the Rhino's just going ham. But
oh, the house block was so good
so
there.
Clutch. 1 HP on
the
MBL's scout
and
for the
10
record.
HP on the villager.
And he's going to go for it.
He's going for it. What?
Blocking with the house was brilliant.
No, I would. Yeah, no, that's the safer thing. Send the villager home, give up on this Rhino, and come back for it later.
Well played MBL, though. Really well played.
Managing not to lose the Vil, for sure.
Yeah, that was great. So then that's Max. He's in the teal, south of the map, playing as the Indians. Indian War on the south there. Pocket for Soumi will be Zuppy as the Mongols as well. So both teams have the same civs and the same positioning. It's complete mirrored with Valessa in the green there as the Mayans on the north side.
Okay, so we're not going to see any real civ advantages. I actually quite like the civ combination between the players because Indians are obviously pretty powerful on most maps, right? But Mongols, they're not really going to make too much cavalry, right? Mayans, they're not making any cavalry. So Indians, they're powerful, but they don't really have anything to counter like they normally do. Like you might expect to see, Huns or Magyars or Berbers or something. And
look at Max.
or is that the villager's
He's
dead?
going to lose a Vil. He's
Gosh.
going to try. He blocks it as well. Oh, these guys are too good. Now take it with this one.
Okay, so
this is
he gets the
fantastic.
counter steal.
He tried to lame it by walling his villager in. He gets the kill onto MBL's scout, and he steals the Rhino back as well.
Right.
I
All
just
equal
love
in the
this.
end.
I love
So
this.
I honestly think Max might be slightly ahead because MBL was so slowed down.
Oh, and MBL's going to lose a villager. He can't block
Oh,
it.
he got
blocks
it
as well.
But is the Rhino going to run away?
He's trying to keep it. Jesus, this is insane. Like both players are blocking it every time. Oh boy.
And he nearly lost a villager there as well.
Nearly. He's really not sure here, but he's gonna get the Vils to safety.
Wow.
Beautiful stuff. I love it. I love it.
But here we've got a bit
Hype.
of a problem. Max is halfway up the feudal. MBL hasn't even clicked up yet.
Yeah, I've been too distracted by this to even.
Right, we're having too much fun watching the crazy shenanigans that are happening.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to know how to do that yourself, learnaoe.com/how-to-lure-boar.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just plugging the website which I'm working on to teach people how to play this game at a high level. But oh, hello. Looks like we got some more laming attempt up in the north as well. And I think now that essentially AM have broken the gentleman agreement not to lame, I think now they're just gonna.
NBL stole a buffalo on the last map.
Oh yeah, but that's different. That's different.
It's NBL. It doesn't count.
Maybe he didn't know that he stole it, but now that Suomi know that AM are going to play dirty, oh boy, they are going to play dirty back.
Okay. So which players are going for water? That's the question. So I'm thinking generally on this sort of map, you want some players to do land aggression and some players need to defend your fish.
Yeah.
So it's looking like we've got 2 docks for Valese.
2 docks for
3
Zuppy.
docks for
Oh, is that
Zuppy.
3?
That's just
Oh, yeah, it is.
right
Sorry,
there.
I didn't see that one.
And I assume in this case, then some of the players are going to full wall then.
And, Max has done 1 dock,
and I assume he's going to go for
walling
scouts.
now.
Right,
Scouts,
yeah. Indian scouts makes sense. And I actually really like MBL's dock there. It's a little sneaky. Not easy to be raided with those fish. Just like safely little cocooned in their little lagoon over there.
Yeah, I like it. And up in the north, things are looking quite even between Nikov and Valesa right now, but Zuppy's coming over with 2 boats as well, so that should change the tide of things slightly. Meanwhile, from the pocket, Leary's coming over with fires also. Nikov with 2 docks as well, and
so it's looking like we're going to see water fights in the top and then scout fights in the bottom.
Oh, but we are going to see another dead villager. Maybe the
no, it's
Max
not worth
really
it.
wants
Max,
it.
It's not
Max
worth
really
it.
wants it,
It's
but he
not
doesn't
worth
get it. Did he get the villager kill?
I don't think so.
No, he didn't. The villager's still on 5 HP.
MBL still has 1 death, which was his original scout.
Yeah. Oh boy, that was bad for Max right there. And on the top side, it looks like AM are getting an advantage here on the water as well.
Where are Zuppy's boats?
Zuppy's boats don't exist.
They're hiding in the middle of the map,
sorry.
it seems.
I thought you meant Max's boats.
Oh no, Max's boats definitely don't exist.
Yeah, Zuppy's taking a fight there versus Nikov, also losing that fight as well. Max going forward with a tower.
I like
He's trying
that.
to raid with more scouts.
That's a brilliant tower. It denies the fish and the woodline.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But so far, his scout raid has been pretty dismal, and he hasn't found any villagers
MBL's trying
yet.
to wall here, but he can't fully wall it.
Oh, he's in. There you go.
1 vill. I think it might survive.
I think
the
it'll
spear's
survive.
coming in, yeah.
It'll survive. It can get back to the TC. And Max definitely won't want to suicide 2 scouts into a town center as well.
Not again after suicide on the first 2 scouts.
And meanwhile, on the north side, Valesa, Nikov still fighting. Looks like they could win here against Nikov.
Oh, and Valesa's around the back as well.
Oh, this is a good fight.
Imagine if one of those was a demo, though.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it? There is a demo, however.
Here we go.
Moving in to head them off. Valesa's got a demo too.
Press delete. How did he not hit the green one?
I have no idea. 2 fires getting pretty low. And on the water, the battle rages on.
They're trying, but I feel like AM is ahead on the water.
Oh, hello. Zuppy, though, finding some fish back here.
Nice.
Doesn't get too much, however. And I think I agree with you. I do think that AM still have this advantage slightly on the water at the moment. But not if they throw away ships like this. That's messy.
No, they want everything fighting at once.
Everything together. No man left behind.
Now it looks like they're behind again. It's
back
the water
and
is just so back and forth. Trying to fight the scouts with your fire galleys is not the ideal situation, I think.
Hey,
that was
collateral damage.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Normally one of them will win.
You've never seen that happen? I've seen that happen loads.
Normally one of them wins with like 3 or 4 HP left.
Yeah, but then if there's fire still in the air, then they will both simultaneously kill each other. Mutually assured destruction.
Okay, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen it happen a few times. But, yeah, on the water, it's close. In fact, the military counts for both teams are close. Here's a graph. It's even.
Dead even.
And we can see... we should use the graphs more. If only they weren't so ugly, right?
That's, the one problem with it. And he's just sort of sitting there waiting for him to chop it down. Nope. Leary's paying attention. Your scouts are not getting in today. And it looks like MBL scouts around the back of Zuppy's base on the left, trying to find a hole.
Looking for something.
Nope. Can't get in there.
Goodness me. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, everyone's very well walled, so the scout player's having a hard time getting anything done, really. Max is bringing in a spearman over here.
Somehow just got into the back of his base.
MBL's not having any of that. Slickster, thank you very much for the resub. 3 months in a row. Much appreciated. Welcome back to the Escapees, as we're calling you now.
We really don't like that name.
What? Who doesn't like that name?
I
like
don't
that
like
name.
the name.
Okay, so it's you and Will who don't like it?
Yep.
And me and Ham like it?
Yep.
All right, well, it's 50-50 split then.
Right, so that means it's a fail, right?
Well, that means that half the subs are escapees and the other half are whatever you want to call them.
Okay, that's fair. So we'll alternate between the names.
And they can choose whether they're team escapee or team
whatever our name is.
rubbish name.
Rubbish name. We haven't even got a name yet. You can't call it rubbish yet. Once
Team
we
rubbish
suggest
name.
something,
do you want to
then
be on
you can
team
do it.
rubbish name? Sounds great.
Oh.
Max, still looking for damage over here. Hasn't found all too much, but
Leary's got a nice castle age time though.
yeah,
Gonna get War Galley pretty quickly, and that might turn the tide if they can push in right as War Galley upgrade hits.
If he can time it, then yes. With these demos as well, 4 demo ships will be primed, ready, loaded to go, and Veles is just waiting here like a sitting duck.
Nope, he sees them coming. He's like, nope, I gotta get out of here. I gotta wait for my own upgrades. Zuppy, you need to run away as well. Team Prison Break.
Well, it's up to you guys, whatever you want to call it, and we'll make it like
we
a
need
thing.
to think about it.
I mean, it's like Zach and Ham versus Will and Robo.
Well, if we're playing Age of Empires, I think we
Nikov.
win. Oh,
Nikov.
the trap!
Nikov, it's nothing about to do with Age of Empires. Oh, look at all the demos. Jeez, there's so many demos here. This is huge. He's killing everything.
He's in a good position now. Wow, where are all of Suomi's boats? Okay,
Here they are.
They're trapped
staying
here
back.
in the corner.
This is the difference that the Castle Age timing makes. It slows you down, and it just means you've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Those boats are coming for you.
Max has just done a 22-minute double bleed axe.
Ouch.
Feels bad, man.
And we are going to see War Galley coming in from Zuppy now. He's going to be able to push this back in just a second. And Veles is grouped up with him as well. War Galley also coming in. So they took some heavy losses, but it's not over
yet.
by any means.
No.
They still have a fighting army to go with. And
MBL is taking into pikemen. He's not even bothering to do camels, it seems.
It's like MBL and Max have their own little thing going in the south here. But the guys on the water just trading blows quite evenly.
That seems to sum it up pretty well. But I'm thinking, MBL, if he's doing pikemen, is he maybe going to go for like sort of a siege push? You know, mangonels and pikemen?
Well, he's got a monastery. I don't see a siege workshop at the moment. He is, however, doing a second TC. And the pikes are there, I guess, more of like as a defensive measure.
But I'm thinking, like,
while
if he went for a push with them, what does Max really do to counter it?
He'd have to do his own siege, wouldn't he?
Yeah, which, if he's not prepared for it, you know, there's 3 mangonels in your face.
That's true.
Well, whoops, I can't really stop that.
You need to be prepared. You need to be well prepared. The fight at the top still raging on. Nikov a little bit out of position there, so Lyri's retreating back towards his
We're seeing the first War Galley transition coming in for Veles, though.
Yeah, and with this many fire ships in the mix for both teams, it might not be too bad.
Right, as long as they can get Zuppy and Veles to like team up, get all the fire galleys in front of the War Galleys so that they're safe, then they might have a chance.
Well, they've got a chance still, but the numbers aren't looking particularly good for Team Soumi at the moment.
Nikov is just booming ahead. He's got 19 military. Zuppy's only
Zuppy
got
has
15.
So, and villager-wise, let's have a quick look between the two teams. That's the wrong hotkey. Let's not look at that. Let's watch the fight for a minute here because Zuppy's coming in.
Ooh, we've got some demos.
Fires on fires. Demos getting in deep.
Nice spot.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Delete.
And we'll take a quick look at the military graph. And you can, that's the wrong one.
That's the villager
This is the one. You can see that AM was slightly ahead,
They
but
were
after
well
that
ahead.
little
They were like
engagement,
10 ahead, and now it's back almost even.
yeah, that was a good fight for AM for Suomi right there.
Some good demo hits.
Meanwhile, look at this camels from Max. He's still looking for damage around the map, and he's not finding anything. Ah,
Okay, there's some monks as
MBL's
well.
coming forward. He's got monks.
I assume there's going to be a siege workshop up on that hill, but he's got no pikemen.
He's got very few pikes. He's got double barracks, so he could produce them, and he's got the resources, but no. It
Just
looks like a TC here.
Ooh, are those monks going to go down? No.
No, they're going to get a convert and another one, and then he should be able to heal his monk
And then let the other spearmen
faster
just kill
than
it.
the spearman can damage it.
if he's paying attention.
Yeah. There's the TC there. So
Okay.
we won't see the Siege Workshop. Maybe not yet.
Maybe after the TC.
Maybe. You keep holding out hope for that Siege Workshop.
I'm hoping, like, I'm thinking, like, it's
Max
such
might
a,
have a Siege
it's
Workshop in
such
time.
an MBL play, right? Just Pikes, Monk, and Siege, and just push really hard.
True. And in fact, it's interesting because Max has got 2 barracks as well. So I think he's thinking similar things.
He's
a
making
lot of
pikemen, I need
spearmen.
pikemen too.
Right, exactly. And so the element of surprise is not going to be
gone
there
by
for
now, yeah.
MBL, yeah. But Nikov here, a lot of demos. And it looks like Veles is kind of alone in this fight. Zuppy's got military, but it's not here.
He's got just a couple of fires
Oh, that's
there.
good.
Ooh, 1 for 3?
Yeah, 1 for 3 on the demos.
Pretty
That's
good
really,
trade.
really good.
And ooh, a couple more sneaking in there.
Yeah, on the water, things have just been very even so far. And
Right,
on
and
the land, I mean,
Like,
neither
look at
player
the
has
villager
found much
counts.
either.
They're all basically dead even as well, right? No one is winning at this point.
Outright, no, absolutely not. I mean, look at the villager count here. It's slightly
Right.
in favor of Leary's team.
But that's basically the fish,
Yeah.
right? They've got 9 fish. Suomi's got 3. That's like most of the Vil difference.
You know,
oh,
he debated me with the university.
right.
I thought it was the Siege Workshop at
yeah,
first.
no.
I was like, he's done it. He's doing it. He's
He's
doing
finally
it.
done
Nah.
More barracks, though.
But what MBL is doing is the Imperial Age upgrade. And obviously, that's quite far ahead of Max at this point in time.
Can we check Max's resources? Quite far ahead.
But
I
that's
agree.
because Max is preparing for a push.
But he's got no
now.
siege. How is he going to push?
Well, I don't know, but he's doing defense upgrades on his pikes, and I don't know, is it to do with fish?
Maybe he's just expecting MBL to push him?
Nobody has fish. Max has 10 more villagers. That's the equivalent of 500 food, so add that to his current total, and he's, I guess, a little bit closer. Military count-wise, Max is actually behind in military as well, so all I can say
He
here
made a
is
lot
that-
of camels, while MBL basically hasn't made any.
Yeah, I just think MBL is playing better than Max right here at the moment. There's the Siege Workshops you were looking for. The monks immediately go down without any trade at all, and MBL now will be pushed back a little bit, but he does still have the larger military count. The question is, where is that military?
I think this is like a bunch
It's
of
like-
pikes that sort of spread throughout his economy.
Kind of.
There's a couple of them here and there.
I'll go on military view. Here they are. They're actually at the front. I think they were in the barracks. Or down to the south. Either way, he should be able to push Max back here. Upgrade-wise, he's only lacking the +2 defense, but he's getting that right now. And Max is going to struggle to really do significant damage without
That's right.
siege, as you said
Power
before.
push. That's risky. Okay, but we also see Valese is up to imp on the other side. If he can get Galleon, maybe they can try to push. Oh, because
There's also the Mayans.
That's true. They're both
So is
Mayans.
Leary, so...
He's also up to imp.
yeah, they're both going on the land here.
So we're maybe going to see the two Mayan
It's
players.
a doubt castle.
It should be. There's that outpost there. He should see them coming. But does he have enough plumes to stop it?
Well, it's a doubt castle in the making, I'll give you that much. Max does finally add some siege, but the Imperial Age upgrade is in for MBL. Max is not up yet, so MBL's defense should be possible. Halberdiers being researched, and then I guess he'll go. While on the north side, the castle
He's cancelled.
he's gone back. Yeah,
Good call. Good call.
he's just going to do one next to his original one, I guess. Good stuff. On the water, things are still looking pretty good for AM, actually. Zuppy seems to have just stopped water production.
Trying to go imp. Which is a risky play. I honestly felt that Zuppy would just play full water. Right.
Well, it looks like Soumi have given up on water right now.
Yeah, I was expecting, Valese switches into land, Max has always been land, and then Zuppy tries to control water from pocket and leaves them to fight on land, and he switches into Mangadai, later in the game.
Yeah, yeah. But I just, at the moment, it's just not happening, is it?
No,
Because
like those fire ships, they're about to overrun Valese's war galleys there, just as he hits the imp. So there's no point in him upgrading them now.
no, not really. I mean, he'll do Bracer anyway because he's the Mayans, but Galleon,
No,
not on the research list at the moment, not on the research sheet. Leary will get denied that Siege Workshop, and Veles is a little bit further behind, actually, in Siege Workshop production,
And villager count.
which means that Leary has a big advantage here. I think Leary's already got, or will have Cap Ram on the way in a few moments. Meanwhile, he's focusing
I
on
don't
his
think he's got the
upgrades
food for it.
here.
He can't afford it.
Oh, he's doing Trebs, actually, anyway, so he'll just try and push the castles very quickly. But you're right, yeah, he's spending his food on Plumed Archer upgrades first.
That's what it looks like, yep. Otherwise, MBL still just preparing mass push. Okay, hand cannons, halbs, and bombard cannons.
I like it. That's
Pretty
solid.
good.
Look at that watchtower going down. Doesn't stand a chance.
I wonder, what's Max going to do to stop this? As Indians.
Well, it's Indians versus Indians, so he could do exactly what the other Indian player is doing.
Then he's behind by 3 minutes.
Yeah,
he has to wait for chemistry and start maxing hand cannons.
Right, that's true. Well, it's hard. It's hard. I don't know what he does, to be honest. He obviously goes for Halb.
And it looks like he's adding in skirms as well.
But it's kind of tough because against this kind of composition, you really need to have something to pick off the bombards.
Maybe he gets chemistry and makes his own bombards?
Yeah, but it's going to be a long time before he's got chemistry here. And even if he starts researching it now, it's incredibly slow tech.
That's true, that's true.
AM have the water conclusively at this stage of the game. And now the attention turns to the flanks, where we're going to see both players on each flank going at it. But Vilesa immediately losing a castle here. And Leary should be out producing him in Rams as well.
Right.
Not to mention
like, there's
the
a problem
trebs.
here. Like, Leary has more trebs and more Rams and more plumed archers.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. You shouldn't be ahead in all three
Categories,
areas,
yeah.
Right? Normally,
Kicking
you
butt.
might be ahead of one of them and like even in one of the others and then behind in another one. You shouldn't be that far ahead.
Oh, absolutely.
So he's just outplaying Vilesa at this point, it seems.
And the problem we have here as well is that Max just has nothing for the bombard cannons, as I said. So Zuppy's coming over with the Mangadai. Now, this could be interesting because Nikov's switch to land is going to be a lot later from the AM pocket because he went heavier onto the water. And as a result, Zuppy's faster switch onto the land. Yes, they sacrificed the water, but the Mangadai could be the difference maker here in the south. The problem
in
is...
the north,
yeah.
Vilesa looks like he's about to just fall over and die, right? Okay,
yeah.
he's back ahead in Rams, it looks like, but he's about to lose his
Another
final
castle.
castle. He doesn't have any more after this one.
You cannot lose your castles.
Well, he's lost it, right? Now what does he do? He's mines, and he's got about 15 plumed archers that we can see on the screen.
No more plumed archers are
and
coming
he's
out.
not getting any more.
No, that's it.
It's purely Rams at this point.
Rams. You can't win with just Rams.
Like maybe he needs to switch into Eagles or Arbs really quickly.
But Zuppy is sending everything down to the south right now.
And I feel like you need to send it to the north. It looks like he's preparing something near his base. But
yeah, I'm just looking for that now. He's actually just retreating his villagers away. He's got a 1 barracks and 1 archery range, but nothing.
Ring,
yeah,
basically.
exactly. So I don't think Vilesa has anything. I think he's just getting schooled by Leary here. And Leary is just going to micro these plumed archers down.
Pick them all off one by one.
Get behind them. I mean, he's got no fear of castles, right? He can just go straight back. And meanwhile, in the south, if MBL is taking up Zuppy's attention, that's fine because Leary's winning in the north, and Zuppy has to choose a side, basically.
Right, for sure. And like MBL's doing an incredibly good job protecting the bombard cannons, keeping the hand cannons and helbs in between the Mangadai and his siege. Just moving around a little bit side to side, trying to pick off buildings here and there.
He's doing Shatagni as well for the +1 range on the hand cannons. I think this is a really good tech, actually. And he's
very underused. Like, normally when you see Indians, it's like, just spam camels for days and then maybe some hussars.
But that gunpowder is really strong.
For sure, for sure.
There you go. Put 7+1 range there. And he can now basically outrange the Mangadai, which is nice.
Yep.
And
trying to get the bombard cannon hits on as well. And here we go. We've got Nikov coming in with his own Mangadai.
Oh yeah. This side is lost. And this side is lost. And
the south, it's not lost yet, but it's not looking good.
Well, okay, it's not 100% lost, but it's getting lost pretty quick.
Yeah.
And the top side is
definitely lost.
Definitely lost. So I think this is GG here for Suomi.
The nice thing at this point for AM is Nikov can concentrate 100% on the south. Whereas at some point, Zuppy's going to have to help Vilesa.
Yeah, that's true.
He's going to have to split his attention. Even if he doesn't micro, he just sits, 20 Mangadai microing, like patrolling back and forth in Vilesa's base. Right, there's still 20 less army he has.
Yeah, that's true. And then, well, he has to go north eventually. It looks like Vilesa's just trying to buy time.
Oh no, he's going to lose another castle.
Oh dear. I was going to say, he's built another
Why would you build
castle
it
here.
Forwards? Like, you should be building like in Zuppy's base at this point.
Pretty much.
Because you can't afford to lose another
back
one.
here or something. But either way, looks like AM will cruise to a victory here very soon. They've still got fish as well, by the way, so that's an extra 26 eco units for AM, and effective ones as well. Nikov will continue adding in Mangadai. It looks like the switch into camels is happening for both of the Indian players. We are seeing, I saw heavy camel from MBL earlier, and I see Imperial camel coming in for Max right now. So he's going to have that in just a moment, but the Mangadai are through. They're starting to raid, and things are looking very bad for the Soumi team.
I feel like the camel switch is basically because the Mongol players are now in the game.
Yeah, right.
You just want to use the camels to try to force the Mangadai to run away, because they can't fight, 20v20 when they're in your face.
They can't fight at all if they're going to lose everything here in Velesa's
that's
base.
True. Like, Velesa is below 100 bills, is below 90 bills at this point. He's going to lose another 15 in that top PC now.
Yeah.
He's going to drop to 70-ish bills.
So much dying
He's
here.
only got a single castle. Leary's got 5. I don't know.
Yeah, he's rushing up more castles. They're like, we desperately need plumes, Velesa. We desperately need plumes. Like, well I could start making plumes, but the problem is Leary already has 80 of them.
Right, and look at how much gold Velesa has. Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Does he have any gold income? Probably not.
Probably not. I would guess. They've got trade going now, but the trade's not very good either because they, well, to be fair, they should not be able to trade down here.
Yeah, MBL should be pushing.
MBL should have been able to kill these markets, but they're so focused on pushing through here that they probably didn't even think they would be trading in this corner. So, either way.
Well, if you don't kill the trade, you just sort of destroy Max's base and then kill the trade, I guess.
Well, they don't necessarily know the trade's happening. Oh, wait. MBL just see the market. Okay.
They might not have noticed that, though. It might have been one stray hussar chasing something, right?
You never know.
But okay, Nikov is getting cannon galleons and onagers.
And well, I mean, Leary's unstoppable right now.
Basically, yeah. Now Zubi can stop it if he has like 6 siege onagers and he gets brilliant shots everywhere.
He's gonna kill another trap. Zuppy's doing onager, but it's kind of late, and this is just not looking good for the Finns.
Okay, how many castles has Velesa lost now? There was the 2 on the front.
5. This will be the 5th.
The one in the middle of his castle, and then these 2 make 5.
This would be 5, and this would be 6.
Oh, this is
so
bad.
He would end up losing 6 castles. Nikov's doing siege onager now, by the way.
Yeah, this is nasty. And just, cannon galleons in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Like starting to destroy buildings.
Where are the cannon galleons, by the way?
I assume they're going to come forwards at some point.
They'll come soon. And MBL
sieging.
with the forward castles. I love it. Do you know what I would do as the Indians in this game? I would do elephant archers, yeah.
Because they counter Mangadai?
Because they really tank against Mangadai.
Or just because you think you've definitely won the game, so you want to meme a little bit.
And they kill buildings really, really quickly, Robo. They're a fantastic unit.
Okay, fair enough. At least if you say so.
No,
but there we are. We see the GG being called.
GG. And AM will get another victory there. It started with a very long back and forth on the water, and a lot of laming and sort of scuffling in the south between Max and MBL. That was a story which developed throughout that game into MBL slowly steamrolling Max all the way back. And unfortunately for Max this game, the power of Teal didn't bring him the pocket position, and he ended up getting a little bit wrecked out here in the end of the game there, with Nikov coming over to support MBL, and even with Zuppy here with his own Mangadai to help out. They were getting pushed back slowly but surely, while in the north, Velesa was getting schooled by Leary. The fight on the water was very back and forth as well, but after AM won that, they very quickly switched their attention to the land, and they had the fish still fishing away, giving them that economy advantage. So well played to AM. They played a good game there. They balanced the land and water very well, and on the land, they were absolutely dominant. Fun fact, all of the Soumi team, they all had 15 trade by the end of the game, on the nose, equality for all. And also, rather hilariously, they were actually trading in the south of the map, even though MBL could have shut that down a long time ago if he wanted to. But there you go, 2-0 for AM, and it's match point here. We saw a 3-0 sweep in the first set of Secret versus Frantic. I wonder if we're going to see a 3-0 sweep here. That would be kind of shocking in a way.
Hopefully not. I'm hoping that Soumi pull something out. They prepare something. Okay, Enemy Archipelago. It's a little bit of a weird map. I'm just hoping that they've got something that they can do on this map.
Anything.
The problem is that Suomi are very much team game players, right? That is their reputation. AM are very much 1v1 players.
Uh-huh.
And this map is literally a 1v1 map.
3 simultaneous 1v1s, right?
Yeah, and then there's just a little bit of raiding sometimes.
Yeah.
So
it's mad, isn't it? It's a cool map, and it's one which we've only seen once before, so we're going to see it again now. Enemy Archipelago coming up next, and we're not going to tease you too much with the details of this map. We're going to jump straight into it so you can see for yourself. It's a fun one, and it's kind of chaotic. It's very difficult to cast this because there's so much happening all over the place all at once. It does become quite challenging.
This is, I think, honestly one of my favorite maps that we've never really seen before. Just
awesome.
Seeing it once in SY vs Frantic has made this amazing for me. But
boom.
Okay, here we go.
Robo.
Look at this map, right? You got these 3 separate islands, and on every single one, there is a 1v1 between a Suomi player and an AM player. So this is just going to be insane. So do we want to sort of introduce them one island at a time?
Yeah, we'll go clockwise, starting with the South Island.
Okay, so here we've got Nikov in the red as the Spanish, and he's fighting against Velese in the green with the Burmese. Okay, they're both fairly normal choices for 1v1s, I guess. Walling, they've got pretty good feudal age with Man-at-Arms and Scout Aggression, and then Castle Age, they've got their good unique units.
Yeah.
Pretty fair.
I think that's pretty good.
Okay. Unfortunately here, though, Velese...
Oh.
His fish is going to be near to MBL's fish. So he's going to fight on water against MBL, here who is in the yellow is the Aztecs, while he also fights against Nikov. So on this island, though, for land, MBL versus Rubenstock. Making a play, coming into the team for this game, playing as the Spanish in his customary grey.
Yeah. So first time we're seeing Rubenstock. He's swapped out for Zuppy. And it's going to be Spanish versus Aztecs there. I kind of like that for the Aztecs.
Yeah, I think that's
really like that
heavily favoured for the Aztecs.
Yeah. So that could be good for AM. And then on this island...
I've got Leary in the purple as the Japanese, fighting against Max, who is also the Aztecs in the teal.
Which isn't as good for the Aztecs.
They're still favoured, but it's not as good.
As good, no.
But I like this, though. Every single one of the dock positions is going to be a water fight between one player and the next. So Max, if he docks in that south corner,
he's fighting
Nikov docks in that corner as well. They fight against each other. So it's just going to be hugely chaos. There's like 3 land battles and then sort of like 3 mini water fights happening at the exact same time.
Assuming that they do fight for the water, and I think sort of water will take a little bit of a backseat here because of how difficult it is to wall on the land. These islands are all quite large. And they all have quite a lot of open space in the middle. So walling might not be so straightforward. And so as a result, the focus might be on the land, especially with the Aztecs being in the game on 2 of the islands.
That's true. But generally they find some way to wall. But at minimum, you're going to see 2 or 3 fire ships made by everyone just to harass
disrupt
people's fishing.
Exactly. They're not going to ignore it completely.
No.
But I do think they'll focus mostly on the land here.
Of course. But like transport ships is always a thing, right?
MBL.
Always laming.
Forever a lamer boy.
And as the Aztecs, it's the perfect civ for laming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Rubenstock, what's he doing? Is he going to try to go for counter lame?
Counter lame could happen.
Forwards. Okay, hopefully.
He's going to find the Rhino.
He can get this, I think. Or maybe he just missed it.
Oh. He did.
Oh,
he missed
no.
it. It's right there. It's literally right there, but he doesn't see it.
He missed it by literally a tile.
He'll find the one at the back.
No.
Nope, he won't.
No,
He'll double back.
Okay, maybe
he
he
might
gets
find
this
it
one now.
still.
Come on, Rudy. You can get it.
But will he go for it?
I hope so.
Will he have the courage?
He goes for the uphill hits. Smart man. I like this.
He's very smart. Rubenstock knows how to play Age of Empires.
Well, I hope they all know how to play Age of Empires. They're playing in like the premier tournament of the
game.
What
a strong statement.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's like saying that Viper's pretty good.
I feel like we should cast a game by only saying facts, but like very vague facts. Like Rubenstock is the Spanish.
Oh, no.
Rubenstock has not been able to lure the Rhino back to his base.
That would be so
MBL
frustrating.
is retreating.
Rubenstock is chasing.
Yeah, he might kill the Eagle Scout, but it's unlikely since he's quite quick.
He could kill the Eagle Scout and then try to continue the ball lane.
He's actually, if he takes the uphill hits again, he could still go for the lane
as long
here.
as it's not downhill. He can try again.
He's going for it. Good job, Rubenstock. Let's see it. Attempt number 2.
Come on, Rudy.
And this time the Eagle Scout is nowhere near, so I think. Yeah, the Eagle Scout isn't there, so it should be fine. MBL will head out, but I don't think he'll stop it now. It's too far to... Yeah, he's given up on that.
As long as Rubenstock doesn't make a mistake, he should get it there just fine. And it looks like he even deleted a house to make it easier for the scout to get through.
Oh, that's smart. Doesn't want to get caught out with pathfinding here.
Okay. Oh, don't go too far. There we are. Okay, he should get it in now.
He's got it.
Nice. That was good.
Just easing it in, guiding it through, and putting it down under the TC. Lovely stuff. So Rubenstock there will equalize things. They both have 2 rhinos in the end. On the water then, Fish is looking pretty good for everyone except for MBL, actually. With all this chaos going on, it's like he forgot to build Fish.
Could be. And then now he's probably dropping a barracks because he might want to do man-at-arms or switching to archers later.
It's a mining camp, barracks, and that's a nice gold.
That is the perfect positioning.
That's like,
right?
I wish all of the golds would spawn like that when I play. You know, that's the only reason I lose games. It's just because my golds don't spawn in a perfect shape.
That's like one of the AI excuses, probably. My gold spawned in a bad position, therefore you were victorious.
I will abdicate.
Yeah, something like that.
I love those abdication messages. Actually, they're brilliant. So yeah, right here they're like fishing within rowing distance of each other. But Valesa here is going to come forward with some aggression against the Spanish player. Nikov's actually took the time to wall up fully and probably wants to fast castle, but he's going up with 22 vills, so that won't actually be the play for him, it seems.
Defensive towers as well. He expects something to happen like this.
Yeah.
He does not have his own barracks, though.
He does not. And meanwhile, 3 players are all doing man-at-arms at once. Lyri and Max both going for man-at-arms in the north, and a pretty close fight there. I think that favors Max slightly.
Well, Japanese man-at-arms, though.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I was just looking at the health, but the Japanese will attack faster.
Oh, but he's got the extra scout, though, so it might be all equal. Maybe if they fight nicely. Yeah, okay, there we are.
Should still favor Max here in the end, but well played to both.
I'm kind of surprised that he only went for 3 man-at-arms. Like, if I'm against the Japanese, I would think, okay, his man-at-arms are better than mine. I need an extra one just to make sure, that I can take a good fight.
Confidence plays right there. Meanwhile, MBL's coming forwards. He's got men-at-arms as well.
And Rubenstock is just like, walls, more walls, more walls, more walls.
I will build a labyrinth for you to get through. And MBL just sees this and he's like, well, what else am I going to do? I may as well just attack them, right?
If he destroys the house, he'll get housed maybe. Well, he will get housed.
He will get housed, but Rubenstock is fast castling, and at all costs, he will make sure this gets walled up and stays walled. It's fantastic stuff.
Okay, but there's going to be another tower on the other side. Maybe we might see a transport ship from MBL. Oh, yes.
It's a-coming.
It's coming.
So Rubenstock might be caught out here.
I think this is a problem, though, because you've attacked this wall, and then if you disappear, and he doesn't see you again, he's going to think, okay,
it's obvious.
Oh, okay, well now it's obvious, yeah.
But it's still too late.
Imagine if he dropped them off in that little area. He just got walled in again.
Trapped. Well, this villager will be safe. He can survive in there. And Rubenstock now is like, I heard it's the age of gates. So let's do some of those things.
Okay, he needs to wall that villager out and just leave her to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. She's walking away to the other side.
And be dropping the vills over as well, though.
If Rubenstock loses control of that stone, how is he going to build a castle?
That's true. In fact, he's not got anywhere near enough stone already, and he's about to click up to the castle age. But does he have a second stone? Yes, he does. Right, way at the back.
That's like a 3rd stone.
He hasn't scouted it though.
He has a 2nd stone. Oh,
it's
on the
forward. Yeah.
Okay, so he desperately needs that stone then.
Yeah, but he's not scouted it, so that's a problem. And this men-at-arm aggression is getting very annoying. Fortunately for Rubenstock, he gets a counter tower up. He does have enough stone for a further counter tower.
There's the Komodo dragon getting in there. That village. Oh, and there's a hole in the map in the gold. Oh no.
Uh-oh. He's got it. He'll patch that.
Okay.
But Rubenstock's losing villagers now. You know, he's lost another villager. So
and he can't
build
a tower to defend that gold at this point.
Oh, look at the Komodo dragon. It's like locked on to the villagers. and get slaughtered out.
And
oh boy,
look at Ruben Stock now. He's lost his gold. His stone is horrible. And I feel like we're concentrating too much on this one island.
We kind of
look
are.
around the other ones.
Meanwhile, on the water, Max is taking out some fish from Nikov here.
Nikov's doing the same thing back.
Some fish
Leary's
from Max.
in there as well. They're all fighting on water there.
The towers from Valesa have been shut down. Nikov's like bum rushing the forage here. I don't know what he's thinking, but he's trying to wall up. He's looking, of course, for that castle, but he can't reach the castle age, so he's got to get some food from somewhere. And meanwhile, over here, a landing from Leary as well into the back of Max's base.
Ooh, okay,
Action
the tower
all over the
is
place.
Good time though.
Yeah, very good play there. And Leary actually adding 2 more men-at-arms into the mix here.
Did he actually land, or did he just break through a wall somewhere?
Looks like he landed, to be honest. But I don't see a transport ship.
Maybe
so
the transport ship got killed.
Maybe
Max does have fire galley, so he could have just destroyed it.
Maybe he did get through and then Max patched the hole. But whatever he did, Leary's in his base right now.
For sure. And just causing havoc. Denying the gold, denying that front wood.
Honestly, I'm a little worried for Soumi. Ruben stocks up to the castle age, but he's in a really
He's
bad
got
spot.
160 stone. How is he going to build a castle anytime soon?
Well, he's on the stone.
He's got a lot of villas on stone, but he's a long way away from building a castle.
Leary's up to castle as well. And Leary's getting ahead of Max over here by the looks of things. Max actually going into some Eagle Scouts as well. He's doing one of everything here just to try and keep clean this up. And it looks like he'll be successful, deleting his own wall here to catch the archer as they retreat. And should be okay. Obviously, he needs to micro down the men-at-arms. But hey, he's adding his own men-at-arms into the mix as well. Really entertaining fight on this island, actually.
Right. The problem here is, though, Leary's up to castle age as the Japanese. Which could be a bit of a problem for the Aztec player, right? You start massing crossbows, you make a couple of monks as well, maybe, and then what's he going to do?
Also, Leary's fish. He's up to 9 fish. He is getting chased down by Max, but he's got the most fish in the game as the Japanese as well.
And he was previously basically untouched there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Ruben Stock's got the stone for a castle.
Oh, look at all those deleted walls. It's like...
And
all
look at
gone.
that position. Okay, he wants to
okay.
take out the forward tower, secure his main gold, because he has no gold at the moment. He
Ruben
might have
Stock's
bought
making
some
this
stone.
work.
It's crazy.
Ruben Stock is making this work. Give him credit, because...
he has the lowest bill count in the game, though.
NBL still hasn't clicked up to the castle age yet, though. He's doing a blacksmith now, so he can. And Ruben Stock will get his castle up. Could still do damage to MBL. Could equalize that count, and Leary does indeed have a transport ship. So.
Imagine if Leary transported some archers over to Ruben Stock's base.
How brutal would that be?
Right.
Well, actually, it might not be that brutal, because Ruben Stock does have towers.
Everything is
castle.
like sort of sitting next to the castle at this point.
Maybe if you did it over at Valesa's base, but
that's a long way away.
That's a long way, yeah.
You need like MBL to do that sort of a play.
It's risky. He is, however, doing crossbow, gill nets, bodkin arrow, going to make sure that those 9 fish are working as effectively as they can. And the crossbows here will immediately find a villager. They have been rewarded.
But it looks like most of his map is stone walled, or at least, more than palisade walled. So he's not going to get in very quickly. But Max is losing all of his water control at this point. He's got 3 fish hidden away somewhere.
They're dying.
And they're dying as
to
well.
A 1 HP fire galley.
4 HP, wow, yeah.
Now,
okay, one comes out to save them, but Nikov's just going to come north at some point and clean that up, I think.
We would assume so, yeah. Nikov's won the water here very well.
And just look at this. All 3 of the AM players are up to Castle Age.
Wow.
Only Ruben Stock is in Castle Age, and he's like the guy who's kind of all in Castle Age.
But he's got conks. I heard they win games.
They can if they can get in.
Yeah.
Transport ship could be an option.
Transport ship is an option for
That's
sure.
a lot of stone walls from MBL.
Yeah, he's making sure that that's not happening. But Ruben Stock's dock is not... Oh, that was quite nice to say. Ruben Stock's dock was not training a transport ship.
You could almost say Ruben Stock.
Ruben's dock, yeah, that's even better. Rovo, you're on point today. I'll set them up, you knock them down.
Yeah, that was a good one. Teamwork.
Oh, yeah. And, well, in the south, Valesa looks okay, to be honest.
Okay, Rambai and Monks? Okay, that's fair. They'll do okay against Conquistadors. And maybe
kind of backed up a little bit here, and, he's later to Castle Age as well. So Valesa's got that map control. So that island looks to be going okay. Max still score leading, but does seem to be behind against Leary here. Although
the crossbows have got in.
Yeah.
Transport?
No, I think he broke something. Oh, maybe he didn't.
It must have been a transport, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's stone walls everywhere.
We know he has a transport ship, but
somewhere.
who knows where it's gone. Oh, there it is. Oh, and he's in the woodline as well. well played to Leary. He did lose his crossbow there, but he's disrupting Max's economy so much.
At this point, I think it's worth it, right? He's sort of trading off his army, but he's causing tons of idle time, tons of villager losses, right? Yeah, exactly.
It's like a 15 villager difference between the two players.
Max is now the weakest player in the game in terms of economy.
Wow, even behind Rubenstock, that's impressive.
Yep.
No disrespect to Rubenstock, just that he got attacked early.
Yeah, he got beaten up pretty hard in the early game. But let's say he's doing like a crazy fast Imperial Age though. Is he hoping to sort of like just push with Trebs through the middle of Nikov's base?
Wow, that's nice.
Trebs and...
Did he make many Iron Buy? He didn't make much of anything, actually. And I think he's probably feeling really confident because... Oh, he
Nikov's not doing anything either.
A monk. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, Nikov was so slow to castle. Vilesa, this is really fast for him.
It looks like maybe just monks and Trebs.
And he's on 3 TCs.
Monks and Trebs, maybe?
Maybe.
Burmese have good monks. They got half-price monk techs. Could be an option. He's got 2 monasteries.
Right now. You know what? I think Vilesa's just trying to make up for the fact that the last 2 games didn't go too well for him on the water. And so he's like, right, my opportunity to shine. I'm going to show him how it's done.
Fair enough. Could be a play. Could be a play. And he's going to destroy that castle from Nikov basically instantly.
Yeah.
And Leary preparing another transport, it seems.
More knights coming in. So Leary's island is going really well.
Like, look at Max's army. It's like unupgraded feudal age trash. He's making spearmen and skirmishers.
Wow. Unupgraded feudal age trash.
Well, that's what it is.
It sounds so venomous.
Okay, he's got a couple of eagle scouts that are unupgraded.
Feudal age trash.
It's feudal age trash. That's what it is.
So, Imperial Age is in. Trebs are coming out. Monks are at the ready. And on the south side here,
MBL's doing the exact same thing.
It's like, but he's not imp.
He's up to imp.
He's on the way up.
Same plan, though.
Same plan.
Both of them against the Spanish player.
Kind of a better position than Nikov to defend it, though. Kind of. I mean, there's no good position to be in when...
I think the fact that he has, 10... 14, 15 less villages means that it's worse position.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They're both going to lose unless they switch into light cabs really quickly. Right. I don't see a way for either of these players to push back these monk Imperial Age pushes.
Yeah, that's true.
The problem is really, who's able to survive the longest, stall out the longest, have the strongest economy that if and when you eventually transport to an ally's base, right, who can reboom the fastest over there.
Who's going to win this island, really, is the question. If Vilesa beats Nikov and if MBL beats Rubenstock, then this could be the decider.
Right, this is like the contentious island.
Yeah. And I love this castle. MBL is so confident with the monks here, standing guard. 55 health. He can tank the conks.
Or he can just convert all of the conks.
Or convert them. But here we have the conks for Nikov.
Okay, there's a lot of scouts, though.
He's doing light cav as well, so this could be good. There are pikes in the mix.
Yeah. And the Burmese pikes, they get the free +3 attack, which is pretty nice.
Very nice. That castle's gone. And, Vilesa knows it. He packed up his trebs and sent them home before they even finished the job.
Apparently, Ruben's got a landing on Leary. Ooh.
Oh, yes. I see it.
So that's sort of given Max a bit of reprieve. These conks have come in the back, started picking off vills.
Yeah, Max actually has more vills than Leary now. That's huge.
Okay,
that's really good.
That was brilliant.
But Leary still has 20 fish, and Nikov has 20 fish as well. Jeez, AM have so much fish. You can't ignore that.
The conks can kill the fish, no worries.
Oh yeah, sure. But still, that's kind of ridiculous.
Okay, no bloodlines. He doesn't really want to fight crossbows.
+2 defense though.
Yeah, but still, without bloodlines, I wouldn't want to take fights against crossbows uphill.
No,
especially.
not uphill. Oh, but there you go. MBL is in the Imperial Age. The Trebs coming out now, and the castle from Rubenstock's going down. The castle from Nikov is gone, and I think we missed the fight.
We did, but it looks like Vilesa won that easily. He's got a bunch of conquistadors. He's still got 4 monks. He may have had like 8 or 10 before, so he's lost a couple, but he's still got plenty left to regroup and keep pushing.
Yeah, for sure. And I tell you what, this is kind of crazy, isn't it? How this island is being won so convincingly. This island will be won convincingly. MBL still with Eagle Scouts though. I thought maybe he'd have upgraded those by now.
I don't think he cares really. They're just sort of meat shield to get in the way of
Right.
other stuff there is. And
Let
his
the
main
monks
thing,
convert. Yeah.
I don't need to make an army. I'm just going to take your army.
He's already got 4 conversions onto the conquistadors, and they're dying to the castle here. But Rubenstock doesn't stand much of a chance. And credit to Rubenstock.
Oh,
though.
he's massing docks. I think he's preparing transport ships.
Yeah. Mass
Oh, but
migration.
MBL?
It's right there.
The one
A
random
single-
fire galley is there to deny
It's
the
unreal.
transport ships.
That's unreal. But you know
Oh.
what? I think this is still... Rubenstock knew he was probably going to lose, so he's at Lyria's Island doing as much damage as he possibly can.
Right, to give Max the best chance possible
Yeah,
to
and if
keep
Max
it in the
can
game.
beat Leary, and then, then we're all even, basically. We're all square.
Well, no, then they're ahead because they've won 2 islands and lost 1.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. They are ahead. But the other thing I wanted to bring up was Valessa here. He's got 86 vills and 126 pop, and he's winning his island. MBL, who's winning his island, has 76 vills, 10 less, and 92 pop, less military as well.
Okay, so Valessa's probably winning harder at this point, but Rubenstock can't really run away with anything. But it looks like Nikov's already landing behind MBL's lines.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh, that's a lot of villages.
Oh, my goodness.
That's like 30 villages.
Reinforcements have arrived.
So it looks like Nikov is going to have a better chance staying in this game.
And Nikov's on the water with 20
All this
fish
fish
as
as
well,
well.
yeah. Which I
So-
didn't count for.
I'm not sure if Ruben's actually managed to escape with any villages yet. Can we just take a quick look? Has he got any transport ships? Oh, no.
No,
It's only 2
this.
vills, but
It's a single
there's
fire galley.
One fire galley denying every...
A single fire galley.
That's going to be like the 3rd or 4th transport ship killed by a fire galley.
And, well, the problem is, Soumi have absolutely no water presence.
Right. Does
They
Leary
can't
have any
send-
boats as well?
Yeah, he's got some here.
There's patro-
Rubenstock is trapped. Oh,
Oh,
boy.
no.
Oh, boy.
And he's got like no wood income. He can barely afford anything, right?
The tower from MBL. Look at the villagers. We must find gold. Oh, God. And a single eagle warrior
Why is he
now.
mining gold? He needs wood so he can build more transport ships. You're getting the wrong
He's
resources,
getting in.
man.
He's getting in.
He doesn't even have careening.
He got 5 out. Let's see if he can make it.
Pass.
Leary's right here.
Oh, no. And there's this one eagle warrior as well.
Wheelbarrow before the TC dies. Quick.
Oh, no. Come on, Rudy. Oh, no.
Oh, he got... He's
Another
gonna find
transport.
another one. He's gonna find... No, he's not
Stay
gonna
left,
find it.
stay left, stay left, stay left.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Rip.
Okay, just drop
He's
them
gonna
off
get away.
behind
He's gonna
Leary's
get away,
base so
right?
that they're alive.
Oh, the fishing ships are blocking him.
Just drop them
The
off.
fish.
Drop them off. Just drop.
No.
No.
5 more
Oh,
dead
no.
villages. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Rubenstock just cannot catch a break.
No, he can't.
Unbelievable stuff.
And Nikov's just like, okay, I'm dead, but I've got still all my fish. I'm making TCs. I've got a million villages on this island.
Oh, and oh dear. Max
no.
is not winning his island either.
Right,
we
F's
kind of
in the
thought
chat
that
for
Max...
Rubenstock.
Yeah.
He's not even imp yet,
Oh,
while Leary's
jeez.
pushing him with capped rams and arbs.
We kind of thought that maybe Max would win his island after all that damage from Rubenstock, but...
The 20 fish, pretty...
walling them in.
Let's wall the villages away from the monks.
I love it. Everything's gone for Rubenstock. These guys are just going to end up...
Right, there's just a handful of eagle warriors
Dying to
running
Trebs.
around.
It's like a shooting gallery right here. The Trebs are like, come on, can we get him? Can we get him?
Oh.
Is he going to get one? Oh, so close. I want one of the Trebs to kill a villager.
By
Come on, as they
actors,
run past.
I don't think it's possible to hit them.
It is possible. It's absolutely possible. Trebs have inaccuracy.
Oh, yeah, so you missed the one you're aiming for.
I nearly got it. Oh, my goodness. Well, I think that's probably GG for
I
Soumi
think so.
here.
Rubenstock's got 24 villages, and Nikov still is roughly 100, including his fish.
Oh, where is Rubenstock going, though? To his-
Right,
to his
those
demise.
eagle warriors that we were judging earlier, he upgraded them, and now they're killing all the vills.
Well played, Valessa. Well played.
You won your island. You did your
you did
job.
your part, and he's actually landing onto MBL as well.
Right, but his army is weak to monks, and MBL has...
3 monks.
And there's a bunch of forward monks that'll come
Yeah,
back, and he
there's
can make
more.
more monasteries.
His army's pretty good against eagles, though. Actually.
No, that's fair. The
But-
problem is that as soon as he starts getting converted, he's going to have some problems.
Yeah, right. That castle's good. But yeah, Max is done here. Max is out. He's got a few elite skirms against these rams, arbalest. There's not a lot he can do. His eco is okay at 85 vills, but he has no fish. Leary's ahead in villages
Was that
and
a
20
TC
fish.
for Rubenstock?
Oh,
Okay,
it is.
Ruben
He
is
actually
alive.
managed to
He managed to escape with
Nikov
5
got
vills.
away too.
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
Well, Rubenstock has how many villagers here? 1. He's a single villager. Unbelievable. He got away with a single vill. He's queuing vills. He can rebuild. He's going to mine his
mining
stone.
all this stone. Fair enough. Fair plays.
Rubenstock, by the way, down to 14 population. And over here,
Not ideal.
yeah, the push.
And
from,
oh no, these Trebs coming back from MBL. They're going to destroy this castle.
Oh, he's going for the Trebs with the Hussar.
But the monks will
and then
just
the monks
convert
will
the rest
come
of
and
the army.
convert the rest. Yeah.
But
Or
the problem
into
is, if he
into
loses the castle, then he's got no way to like push forwards.
Well, that's true as well. But he doesn't even get down all the
Oh,
Trebs.
he doesn't
The
even
Eagles
get,
are just
he
too
got one
good.
Treb there.
The Eagles are strong.
Oh no, and now they're just going to rush in there. There's so many Eagles coming here, and the castle's about to die as well.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's it.
AM, just pure domination in this series.
Just like we saw Secret, pure domination over Frantic. And now, same story. AM really coming back. You know, they started so poorly in this tournament.
Right,
And
yeah,
now-
like the first 3
now
or
look at
4
them go.
rounds, they didn't really earn any points
Nothing.
whatsoever.
Yeah. Everyone's kind of laughing. They were like, AM, what's going
Right.
wrong?
Everyone was like calling them, like, you know, the second best team in the comp, and they were sitting at like 6th for like
Yup.
3 or 4 months.
Oh, yeah. And now, they could take second spot.
They could jump up to second
They
spot.
could actually jump up to
What-
second if they win against Secret.
They're going to get 6 points, which will get them to 31. So
Oh, they will.
they'll be third minimum,
Yeah.
and then possibly second if they can beat Secret.
Yeah, absolutely. So, AM in a fantastic position now. Obviously, they're going to win this game. I
Yeah,
think-
poor Rubenstock can't catch a break. His new TC is instantly getting sieged down.
Yeah, GG being called there.
GG.
And well played to AM. 3-0 sweep over Suomi. Suomi, they've played so well this tournament. You know, maybe if they faced Secret, they would have won because they seem to be good at that. You know, Suomi is like Team Secret's kryptonite. They somehow beat them every single time they meet them. But in this case, well, no. Against Aftermath, they just got absolutely flattened. And AM looking very strong. They finally started to find themselves in this tournament. As we were just saying, they started off quite badly, but now they're actually in contention for second place as they move forward into the grand finals against Team Secret. And that is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. After this short break, Secret versus AM coming your way, and we'll have each game back-to-back, non-stop action here on EscapeAoE. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you tuning in. If you'd like to support us, please drop a follow on this channel. We do stream the ECL every Saturday, but we're also streaming show matches on Fridays. We're sponsoring show matches between 2 top players, and we'll be continuing to do that into the future. We also cover Age of Empires 3 on Sundays. We'll be having the Sunday Smackdown and AoE 3 competition featuring some of the best players from that game as well. And we also do a lot of other stuff over here with other community games, board gaming, you name it. And we'll give it a go. But it's far from over. We still have the grand finals coming up next. And that is, of course, going to be Team Secret versus Team AM. And that will be starting in 5 minutes' time. So stay tuned. In 5 minutes, we will return and we'll be bringing you that grand final.